Broadcasting to Stoke-on-Trent and the world. This is Six Towns Radio.
12 minutes past 4 Friday afternoon. That is Blurred Lines, Robin Thicke. So we said we're going to have a special guest in the second hour of the show. And he's joined us through the traffic, the rain. He's finally got here. Hello to Jim Williamson. Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Jim has got a new gym opening. Tell us where it is first of all.
Okay, so it's on Fenton Industrial Estate. It's number 8 Crabtree Close, and that's it's just down there. Yeah.
So you're a personal trainer, yeah?
That's it. That's correct.
So how long have you done that for?
Been doing it for about 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I worked at a local gym in the area, which I won't mention. And then before that, I was working on cruise ships doing the same thing. So
it's something you've always done. So are you one of these people who at school was active in all sports and, you know, always had something going on that way?
No, I was totally the opposite. Through high school, I was a big lad. At my heaviest, I was 17 stone when I was 17, 18. And that's when I decided to do something about it on my own then. So yeah, I didn't used to do any sport or anything other than a little bit of football. But I used to be the one that used to take in a note to get out of cross country and things like that, because I'd always finish last and find it hard and had asthma and things like that. So yeah, I was overweight as a kid. So
yeah, what motivated you then to lose the weight?
I don't think there was a eureka moment as such.
Yeah.
I never got bullied or anything like that over my weight either. I think it was more when I moved into a house with my mum and her partner. It was just a little thing. I had mirrored wardrobes in the room, and ever since that moment, seeing myself from different angles and all the time, that's when I really noticed that I was needing to do something about it, really. So that's when it happened.
Yeah, and how long did it take you to maintain a level of fitness?
To lose the majority of the weight, it dropped off pretty quick. Start off with when you're a little bit bigger, it's easier to get bigger numbers to start off with, and then you start reaching a plateau where everything slows down, and that's what I found. So over the time, it probably took me a year and a half, 2 years to reduce the whole weight to get down to a reasonable weight, and then it was more toning up and changing my style of exercise. It's not all just about doing cardio all the time. So I just read up and learned as much as I could, and then once I reached my goal, that's when I decided I wanted to go into personal training and help others then.
Yeah, so tell us about Evolve then, because you just mentioned you were a little bit overweight, and
yeah.
A lot of our listeners might feel that they, you know, could do with losing a few pounds, and going to a gym might not be the sort of thing they want to do. They see as people who are body beautiful or working out in front of mirrors. It's not like that, is it?
No, I mean, obviously I've worked at other gyms as well, and the thing I got from other people was they came to train with me because of my past experiences. They felt comfortable in that way. But they'd still come up against things where we'd want to go on a treadmill or do some kind of exercise, and they were conscious of everybody else in the room and what they were doing. So for that time of the session that they were paying for, it could have been spent me trying to encourage them to just forget about everybody else in the room. Whereas the place that I've got now is literally for the session that the client has. It's devoted to them. There's nobody else in there. It's their music that they want to listen to as well, and it's just about making them feel as comfortable as they can, and I'll give them everything I can to help them reach the goals that they want to do then.
So is it different per person, the time they've got to put in?
Everyone's got different goals of what they want to achieve. It's not all about weight loss. It could be somebody wanting to put on weight, tone up, improve the physical aspects for a race that they're doing, or injury, coming back from an injury. So everyone is different, and it's personalised for that person. All the nutritional advice they get as well with it. So it is from start to finish. You know, I'm there. I get text messages late at night off clients if they're struggling. They think they're going to reach for a bad thing, a glass of wine or something. But it's everything in moderation. It's not just going from where you are now and cutting everything out, because it's just impossible to do so. You've
just got to live a little, haven't you, as well?
Yeah, it's it. So it's just doing things in moderation and learning a little bit more about foods and exercises, and it can be enjoyable. It's not just about pounding away on a treadmill for 30 minutes, which, you know, is quite boring. So it's doing things that are innovative and the client enjoys doing. So to get the best results out of it then.
What about people who want to go with a friend, or is that something they can do?
Yeah, so the prices are there. It's just £20 a session for December anyway, and it's pretty much going to be like that through the year. If they wanted to train with a friend or family member, then it still stays the same price. All they do is they split it between themselves. So instead of spending £20 each, they just spend £10 each. And vice if there was 3 of them, it'd work exactly the same as well. They just split the £20 cost.
Yeah. So it opens this Sunday.
Yeah, that's right.
What time's it opening?
We're doing the opening at 1 p.m. So Rachel Shenton used to be on Hollyoaks. She's opening for us because I train her. She's opening at 1 p.m. for us, and we'll be there. I'll be down there till about 5 p.m. So people can just come down, have a look around. There'll be a raffle on, so there'll be prizes giving away like PT sessions and stuff, and we'll have a bit of food and that on as well down there.
Yeah, you said Rachel Shenton, you trained her when she went to Kilimanjaro, didn't you?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So she's doing well. Trained her again this morning. So yeah, Rachel's doing really well. But yeah, it was a different style of training again for what she needed to climb Kilimanjaro with the altitude and everything like that. So, but yeah, she's doing good.
Well, there's so many different things, there's so many aspects to it. Like, I suppose with that, it's an endurance thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
to go
totally,
and climb somewhere. So you would need a different level of fitness. So, for instance, how would you go about that for training somebody to do that?
So more endurance, obviously, you're not doing quick bursts of like circuits, for example. That's quick bursts of energy, and then rest. Where obviously with Rachel climbing there, she could have been walking for 12 so many hours a day, and then you got the altitude that's a factor as well. So longer training sessions is a little bit more steady, so pacing yourself a bit like if you're a long distance runner. You know, if you're running a 10-mile run, you'd pace yourself to run that. But if you're doing a 100-metre sprint, you'd sprint a lot quicker. So it was just slowing things down a little, building up muscles in our legs as well, and cardiovascular, doing longer distances rather than short distances and quick. And yeah, that's what we worked on.
Brilliant stuff. So December, obviously everyone's in the party spirit and
This
all
is
that
it,
as
yeah.
well, so they've got to be overeating, over drinking. What advice you got for those people?
Well, it's that time, isn't it? It's Christmas and everyone goes by the Quality Street tins, and if it's in, you'll eat it. You know, I'll have a little treat at Christmas and that as well, but it's probably what I'd say is just remember it's just a normal weekend. So yeah, enjoy yourself and have a few little treats, but it's in moderation again, so you don't have to sit there and eat the whole Quality Street tin because it's Christmas, because that's what everyone will say is, I'll eat cheese and I'll eat this because it's Christmas and it's what I do. So still have it, just in moderation, and just watch how much, because that January will come and everyone's New Year's resolution normally is to lose weight, and by February, you know, people that want to do it still feel the same, but they lose that motivation that keeps them going throughout the year then. So that's something that obviously having a personal trainer does offer. We will be doing things like circuit classes and stuff as well throughout the year, where people can come down and it'll just work out at like £2 a session. So there's other things, you don't have to have one-on-one personal training. There is ways that you can break it down, and it can be affordable as well for anyone. So
Brilliant stuff. What about people 30, 40, 50, 60 who haven't done anything in the realms of fitness for years? They're not overweight, but they feel like, you know, they should be a bit fitter. Do you cater for those people?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of, I've got probably 4 or 5 clients now. I've trained 2 this morning, 73. One of my clients she had 2 artificial knees. When I first met her, she struggled to walk upstairs, couldn't kneel down, couldn't even have a bath. She hadn't had a bath for 10 years, she said, because of her knees. We started off slow, working on mobility, and now she can run up the stairs, she'll tell me. She'd had the bath, which sounds really small, but for somebody that's struggled to have it, it's quite a big thing. And her mobility now, she can do full squats and everything. So what I'd say is age is just a number. Just because you haven't done it in the past doesn't mean you can't start doing it now. And yeah, live longer. You know, if you're exercising and you're eating well, then you're going to live longer and have a healthier life. So I'd say get into it, no matter what age. You
can start today, can't you?
That's it, see.
So let's have some contact details. What's the phone number if anyone wants to get in touch with you?
Have you got it on there?
I've got it here. Yeah, so I've got it in front of me, actually. It's 07940 549 001. Is there a website as well? Yes, there is.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Yes, it's evolvetotalbodyfitness.co.uk. And if you get down there this Sunday for the grand opening, between 1 and 5, you can the lovely Rachel Shenton, can't
That's
you?
it, she'll be down there, and myself, of
Yeah,
course.
of course. Have you known Rachel for long?
I've been training
Rachel.
Yeah, I've been training Rachel for probably 4 to 5 months now, and we struck up a good friendship because, like any client you have, it is a friendship and a personal thing, a journey that you go on no matter what your goals are. So yeah, she's helped me out a lot, Rachel, and I'm grateful for that. So
right, so well, we wish you all the best with it, Jim, and
Thank you
we'll
very
have to get you back on probably in the new year.
Yeah, that'd be
to
good.
G some of our listeners up to get back down to the gym.
That's
but
it.
yeah, you have fun with it, mate, and it sounds brilliant, and we'll try pop down on Sunday ourselves.
Okay, cheers, Terry.
Thank you very much. We've got an ad break now, and then we're going to play a bit of Avicii, but yeah, good luck, Jim.
Thank you.
6 Towns Radio.